Here's an update on a story that we reported in the spring. The Social Security Administration was then seizing tax refunds from people whose relatives owed the government money. Well, Congress cried foul. The agency said it would stop, but did it? We asked Wyatt Andrews to check.
We first met Mary Grice in April after her tax refund of almost $3,000 had been confiscated, she said, without notice. It turned out Social Security had seized her refund, claiming her family received too much in death benefits after Grice's father died in 1960. Grice was 5 years old at the time, says she never got a penny, and calls the loss of her refund an injustice.
They feel that we're the government, we can do what we want, however we want, whenever we want, and it's so unfair.
Grice was the target of what Social Security calls its Treasury Offset Program, which allows it to seize old debt. Officials believe that debt older than 10 years totals $714 million and needs to be collected. But when Grice's story went public, Social Security announced an immediate halt to further referrals on decades-old debt and said in a statement it would never try to collect the debt of a person's relative. We found several taxpayers who say Social Security is doing just that, taking refunds without evidence the debt is theirs. Here's what happened to Diana Vonderak of New Jersey.
I asked them to give me checks with signatures because I could show them that I didn't sign these checks. They don't have any checks. They have no proof.
Social Security said in a statement, "We do provide documentation of the alleged overpayments." But John Jones of Maryland, who lost a $3,100 refund, saved a voicemail from a Social Security worker warning him not to expect any documents.
There is no paper folder still existing for that case. As I said, it's usually after 7 years they're destroyed.
When Mary Grice complained last spring, Social Security at first paid her back. But last month it sent this letter saying she still owes the debt.
Well, you haven't explained to me why I owe you $29.96. And I have no intentions of paying it until you do.
Social Security tells us the old debt collection process remains under review. But Scott, 5 taxpayers have sued to stop the program altogether.
Wyatt, thanks very much.